Hey everyone. I have decided that it's time to show off Glock slide milling from the CNC and from the laser. I kind of want to incorporate both of them into this. This is a Glock 19 that I did have on the market and couldn't get it sold actually. Had it marked at basically $450 with the suppressor sights, and I figured, well, it's time to move forward with it, do some other things, and see if we can get it back into a sellable point. So I'll probably list it when I'm done, but until then, enjoy the video and kind of see what we're starting with and where we're going to. Now, I did a slide earlier this week, and it was an individual sent me a slide who wanted to have no holes punched all the way through it, but he was interested in having a slide milled, something cool. So this is the slide, and I kind of was inspired a little bit off this. There's a couple things I like about it, couple changes that maybe I would make if it was mine, but this has kind of inspired me to take my Glock that didn't sell and kind of put it under the CNC and under the laser and move forward with the project. Now, if you've seen some of my other work, and I don't think I've posted it online on YouTube, that is, here's a different Glock or another Glock that I did. So this is a full-blown, Glock 19 with everything done to it. So I've done CNC work on both sides, the top, laser work in the back, tapered the slide. So basically, this is this is kind of just my show-off gun. When I go to the gun shows and stuff, I show this one a lot. Show it the capabilities of the machine, and show also the capabilities of the laser. So no stippling or anything. I'm not much of a stippling guy. I'm not against it. I just don't do it, so I haven't done it. And but yeah, I'm really kind of just looking forward to doing another one. And like I said, this gun was actually for sale. I just couldn't get it sold. And this guy who wanted to have one done really inspired me to kind of just get back out there and do something crazy. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to basically take this plain Jane stock 19 and turn it into something along this line. It'll obviously be different. I'm not going to run the exact same pattern, but that'll kind of just give you an idea of what you're going to be watching here in the next little bit. Alright, so the first step to this project is to strip everything off of the slide itself. Front, rear sights, extractor, firing pin, basically everything that you're going to need to clean later. So we want to pull all those little small tiny pieces off and not worry about cleaning them. We'll put them back in as we as we complete the project. So let's talk just a little bit about the machine. Now, I do have a bunch of other videos on YouTube and online that show the machine. This is a Precision Matthews PM940M. In some of my old videos, I had a Grizzly. The Grizzly is sold. So at this point in time, I'm down to one CNC. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will get this one on the market and get this one sold and switch over to a new machine. Now, I'm still debating on a couple of machines that I'm going to purchase, or a couple of machines, I should say, that are on the table for purchasing. I haven't made an official decision yet, but this is what I'm working with right now. So this is like I said, this is a PM940M. This is an unknown pro conversion. This wasn't, this didn't come as a CNC. NSK ball screws. And once again, if you want to look really into the detail of how this machine was built, I've got several videos here that's actually when the machine came in, how I actually assembled everything. I have made a lot of changes along the way. So some of the things that you may see now may not be in the videos, just because things have kind of evolved over time, and I haven't posted a lot of videos of this machine since the initial setup of it. So, but basically, what we're getting here is 20 from 3 to 9. That would be on your X, and then we're getting 10 on the Y, which would be 12 to 6, or towards the column, from the column towards you. I believe the Z is around the 13-inch mark, and it's limited by the counterweight system that's up on the top and in the back, which has to be redesigned. That's one of the things that needs to be done before I sell this unit. So that's what we're working with in order to get the slide done. So next, what we need to do is make sure the vise is squared to the table, because if it isn't, what will end up happening is things just won't look right. So I'm going to make that happen, and I'm going to bring you back here in just a second. What we're going to do is make sure that we're level on the top here and square with the sides. We know the vise is, but we still want to make sure the piece is. So basically we're just going to come down. Square up here, zero out, come over. Just want to make sure that everything looks like it's correct and not twisted or anything like that. Otherwise, stuff just isn't going to come out right. So, and occasionally we're good there. So occasionally, sometimes what will happen is when you run when you go ahead and square that vise up, sometimes when you run the piece in there, it kind of gets it screwed up a little bit. Now you can use some edge finders and some things like that. There's other ways of doing things. I'm not too worried about marking the finish of the slide here, like I've done a little bit here, coming in, make sure it's square, because we're going to be stripping that off. So I'm not too worried about putting a little bit of some marks in there and things like that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is cut our angle on the side here, on the back, on the front, and on the other side. And of course we'll roll it over. We have the two front sides to do. And on some guns I've done the back, and some I haven't, so we'll see how it goes. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the back sides or not, because where the rear cap goes on, it does go into there, down towards the bottom a little bit, so we'll see what we come up with. But basically what we're just using is an 82-degree cutter, that would a carbide cutter that would go in there and cut that. As the cutter was making a pass on the rear section here, I noticed that I was getting some drag lines and I really wasn't getting that good quality finish that I normally get. So I went ahead and stopped the machine, went ahead and rotated the cutter because they're a three-sided cutter, went ahead and made another pass at it just to make sure that everything comes out perfect. Alright, so the first step is all done, and that was just basically tapering the edges here, so that way we've got just a different, kind of a different look instead of having the traditional Glock look. So I did decide to do the back side sections, and of course I did the the top rear that I'll probably run an engraving over there where the rear sight will go. And on the front, I've actually done a kind of a double step down here. So what I did was I kind of did, let's move you over here into the sun a little bit here. Went ahead and did the back section kind of a little bit less aggressive and then the front more aggressive, and you can see it cut into where the inside of the slide is, right through there, and which isn't a big deal because the pattern for my top is going to remove that anyhow, and I kind of anticipated that, so not, didn't really make any difference overall. So let's see if I can get you. I'm just out here on my trailer because it's a little bit brighter than in the garage. That's kind of what we're looking at here. Alright, so on to the next step. Let me take you guys forward, and we're going to do the front, which will be the section between the front sight and the barrel. Alright, so it looks like we're ready to go. I've got the piece back in the vise, gone ahead and loaded my code for the two side pockets. This is actually a two-step process. What we're using is an end mill, which is a square bottom. It's a 4-flute, 1/8-inch cutter, and we're going to cut slots on both sides. So basically we're going to cut some stuff on this side and cut some stuff on the other side, and I'm going to kind of run you through that. Then we're going to go ahead and switch the cutter over to a 1/8-inch ball nose, and we're going to run a process right along the top here. So let's get started. Well, I have finished cutting both the side front pockets, and to be honest, I'm displeased with the overall appearance of what I received. I like the pockets themselves. I like where they're placed. What I don't like is the depth here. Should have been farther down, and we also should have been cutting farther forward, because as you can see, we still have part of the pocket and there's some chips there. So we are going to make a correction before we move any farther forward. So the rear section and the top and the center are appropriate. I like them, but it just wasn't far enough forward for my liking. Not sure where I got off in my drawing, but now's the time to make the correction while we can. So let me make some changes and bring it back to you guys. Well, even though I haven't corrected both the sides yet, like we discussed, I'm going to go ahead and start the next ball nose process, which is step 2 on the top, because it's going to take a while, and I thought, well, it's probably something that I want to go ahead and get started while I'm working on the drawings for the correction. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just get it started. right, perfect. Looks like we're done. And now we will be working on the correction of the front two pockets. So let me just blow this off and kind of get an idea a little bit better here what we're working with. Very cool. So I'm going to do a correction on the front two pockets, and then I'll probably run under the sandblaster, and I'll get back with you and we'll show you what we've completed. Alright, so it looks like we are pretty much done with this first video. This is going to get broken up into a couple different videos. Obviously I have a lot more work to do with the sides and the rear and the laser and stuff like that. But for right now, I went ahead and put the front sight back on. I wanted to show what it would look like. And my personal opinion is it turned out awesome. Between getting the taper done, you know, on the nose and getting the ports done on the top, and then just cutting the serrations on the top with the ball nose. Only thing I don't like is the front sight comes into where the serrations are right there, but this is a Dawson Precision front sight, and they're bigger than like a Trigicon and some of the other ones that are out there, so I might just replace it with something that's a little shorter. I do have a Trigicon here, so there's a possibility that maybe I'll just put it on there and post some pictures so you can see the difference. But you know, my personal opinion is from where we started to where we're at, it looks amazing. Obviously we've got some work still to move forward on, but it really did come out extremely nice. So that kind of wraps it up for the first part of this video. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. We went from a regular Glock to somewhat of a modified Glock. We're not quite there yet. So obviously we have the sides to do, we've got some lasering to do on the back, we've got some coloring to do. So there's a lot of stuff still going on. But really the reason why I'm putting this at the end of the video is I really appreciate all the subscribers. You guys have really been an inspiration to me as far as finishing some of the projects or just taking a turn in a project and saying, hey, can I really do that, or is that really, is that really possible? I do watch a lot of YouTube videos. I do try to subscribe back to the people that subscribe to me that have videos that are posted. So, a lot of you guys have milling videos and some CNC videos out there. Try to go ahead and hit subscribe back to you guys so that way I can learn stuff. Because honestly, I'm just a guy in a garage. I'm not a guy that went through school or works at a machine shop or has played with Haas or any of those other big ones. I'm pretty much just using what I can afford right here. And I'm hoping to get another machine. I'm really hoping to sell this one and probably get something a little more user-friendly as far as tool changing goes, adjustable coolant, things like that. There's nothing wrong with this machine by any means, but it's one of those I'm kind of getting ready to go to the next step. And I do get a lot of requests and have a lot of work locally. So it'd be kind of nice if I could make some patterns and throw them in there and kind of have the machine do it itself. Without babying the machine the entire time. So that's kind of just where I'm at, but really what it comes down to is you guys. I don't really get anything out of making videos. I'm not one of these huge guys on YouTube that gets paid for videos, so basically I'm just doing them for you. So hopefully I'll get some more subscribers. I'm probably around 135 right now. I'm hoping to get that quite a bit higher than where I'm at now, but the more subscribers I get, the more comments I get, obviously the more videos I'll post. So if you want to go look at some of my old material, I do have some stuff, some suppressor stuff that's been posted before. I'm a big Form 1 guy. We will be making a suppressor for this Glock, so we'll actually take it to the land and shoot it, so that'd be kind of cool. And then of course I have the videos of the machine for the conversion of this. And I'm trying to get a lot more of the laser stuff out as well. I've had the laser machine for pushing almost a year now. So I'm really just trying to, as projects come in, I'm really trying to take a little bit more time and get them developed and kind of refined for you guys, and then go ahead and push them back out so you guys can actually see, what's capable for the machines that I'm working with. And like I said, I'm just a guy in a garage, so I'm just doing what I can with what I have. And if you have any questions about anything, as far as machines go, as far as tooling goes, patterns or anything like that, go ahead and shoot me a message. If you look at a couple of my videos, especially my laser videos, on the intro you'll see my email that's on there. So you can shoot me a direct message if you want. If you want to stay off YouTube and just hit me up by email, feel free. But thank you. And if you guys want to continue watching, finishing up this Glock, and some of the other laser stuff that I'm working on, go ahead and hit subscribe. You'll get an email when some of the new stuff comes out, and hopefully they'll be satisfying and we'll move forward. Thank you. Bye.